Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Welcome in, 100.7 The Score. It is the End of the Bench. I'm Rob Breaux alongside Craig Wells today. Lucas White behind the glass. You can join the program today in a couple of ways. First and foremost, you can call in on the Visual Edge IT hotline, 806-771-0973. You can also hit us up on the 8th Flooring Center chat line that you can find on the apps. Brought to you by Happy State Bank. You can also find it on the website, doubleTSportsNetwork.com, where you can find writings from several writers up here. I wrote a couple about Dave Campbell's Texas football and the college football video game yesterday. We had Christian Anderson's A Perfect Fit from Clint Scott, and Evelina had a story as well, intern Evelina. So you can read all those stories from yesterday. You also had some stories from Choice Woodman. And, of course, Jamie Lent covering Texas Tech baseball mostly. He does other things too, but on the website it's a lot of Texas Tech baseball. Nobody does it better than Jamie Lent. So you can join us on the website there. You can also find us on YouTube, youtube.com/doubleTSportsNetwork. And you can find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Double T Sports Network, wherever you search. Craig, how you doing?
I'm all right. What's up?
Nothing at all. We got some trade news. We got some Major League Baseball going on. But this is that time of year where I guess we're lucky to have the World Cup that we can talk about. We'll have the Big 12 Media Days in a couple of weeks.
Did you say we're lucky to have the World Cup to talk about? Okay.
Yeah, well, it's either that or going, ankle deep into the Nas Reed LaMelo Ball trade.
Yeah, Rob, if I'd have known that, I'd have watched that Ecuador game.
You didn't watch my World Cup yesterday? We'll go on the pitch today at some point, I'm sure. We'll have headlines when we come back. We'll have a question of the day at the end of this segment that we'll answer at 9:30. Otherwise, we'll just be talking about what you want to talk about on the chat line. So hit us up on the 8th Flooring Center chat line. Any questions, comments, anything else you need to do? It does say... now that LaMelo got traded, Clint might need to redo that article, which is fine with me. Clint needs more to do around here. That article changes pretty quickly once LaMelo Ball is gone. If you have Christian Anderson starting, I don't know if that's the exact plan. They've got some other guards there. They were a guard-heavy team, but they obviously went and got a point guard that can pass and facilitate and shoot threes, and then got rid of a guy that does all of that. So it seems to be maybe not a one-for-one, but I'll also say if you're looking for a little bit less, not drama.
Yeah, say it. It's
PR?
drama.
PR, if you're looking for less for your PR team to do, then you're not having a bad swap for Christian Anderson and LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, just on the face of it, it sends to me a signal that they have a lot of confidence in their pick. And they feel good about Christian Anderson, what he brings to the table. And I think you alluded to it Monday, and that was, or Tuesday, they've got a lot of three-point shooters, and they need somebody to get them the ball because a lot of them are just spot-up shooters, and I think Christian's going to be that. And you start playing off of him and playing the deal, the pass, and you're gonna get stung.
Well, and Nas Reed was really good in the playoff run for the Timberwolves. Is this going to be a situation where you have some pick and roll with Steinbach and Kalkbrenner and Nas Reed, and you're playing inside out and just chunking threes? I mean, that seems to be what they're going to do. They were also a little bit of a high-flying team with some fun moments. They get up and down the floor, it seems like LaMelo is always pushing the pace. Christian Anderson, not so much. He plays with a little more patience.
Yeah.
And so maybe they want to play with a little more of that pace. Going into the draft, they asked Christian Anderson who he, wanted to emulate in the NBA right now. And he said Jalen Brunson, which was very interesting because I never really put that together when he's playing at Texas Tech. But if you do look at the hostage dribble and the pick and roll and what he can do in the shooting and slowing it down and playing intentionally, there are some similarities there.
Yep. Well, and I think back just to the most recent, the NBA Finals, Game 7, the last 10 seconds, Jalen Brunson has the ball and he takes a shot, a couple of feet outside the three-point line over Wembanyama. That's Christian Anderson. I mean, you play back off of him like that. A perfect game to talk about for Christian Anderson, Duke. What Duke did, they pushed him away, and he made him hurt. And you're right. That's a pretty darn good comparison. I wouldn't have thought that. I mean, that comparison would not have jumped in my mind, but that's a pretty good comparison.
I mean, they're also just both short.
Yeah.
Which physically, I mean,
yep.
There are some similarities too. I think Christian would need to fill out a little bit to be able to do all of the things that Jalen Brunson does well, but
change his hairdo.
Yeah, maybe a little. Well, I don't think we need to physically look like Jalen Brunson. We just got to play like him.
Okay.
Now that'd be pretty good ceiling.
Yeah.
For Christian Anderson, Jalen Brunson.
Yep. Yeah.
NBA champion.
Yep. Real good. And you're young. Well, they're a young team.
They are a young team. Naz Reid coming from the Timberwolves will give them a little veteran presence. Also a little bit of an edge.
Yeah.
I think maybe the Hornets were a little finesse last year, a little soft. Naz Reid gets them a little more of a defensive presence and a more of a threat. Physically.
You got to believe that Knipple was their best player last year.
I mean, they shot a lot of threes, and he was their best three-point shooter.
Yeah.
I didn't watch enough of the Hornets to give you a real answer there.
And didn't he
I am a Hornets fan.
Yeah, didn't he? You jumped on that bandwagon real early.
Months ago.
Yep. And
it's like I knew.
Yeah. Didn't he come runner-up in Rookie of the Year?
Yeah. A lot of people said he should have won.
Yeah. Yep.
Or some people. I guess if he was second, some people said, not a lot of people.
I
guess the people not voting for it.
I think they mentioned it and they went a little bit. I think that the idea of Christian being on his under-19 German teammates team, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That helps you psychologically when you get there. You know somebody, you got somebody to hang around with, and I think Christian's got a bright future. Sometimes you worry about the fit. I think he got a good fit.
All right, the question of the day. Dave Campbell's yesterday gave the All-Texas teams. We talked through them. Texas Tech had the most players on the All-Texas team. Is Texas Tech the best college football team in Texas?
Ooh.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. It is the End of the Bench. Time to answer the question of the day. You can answer it on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Is Texas Tech the best college football team in Texas? Craig, what do you think? Now, according to Dave Campbell's,
yep,
Texas Tech had 12 players on their top two all-Texas teams, and that was 8 on the first team, 4 on the second team. Texas had 11. The Aggies had 8, I think. 8 on the first team for Texas and Texas Tech.
Okay.
So 4 on the second team for Texas Tech, 3 on the second team for Texas. I think it was 4 and 4.
And both have 8 on the first team.
Both have 8 on the first teams.
Okay. Define best team. Because I've got an answer for one way or the other.
Yeah, I think the best team would be a team with the most potential to win a national championship.
Texas Tech.
Okay.
The best team that I think Tech's got a little bit of, we got to have a little bit of this to make it happen. Texas, on paper, I think, is the best team. I don't think they're going to end up being the best team. I think we are going to be a national championship team once we find out when Hammonds plays, when, what's our backup situation, what did it look like the first couple of weeks. Texas has a little age on us. They got a little hair on their belly. And I think they start off being the best team. I think we end up being the best team.
I think if you just start playing the hands of justice,
Yep.
the lady of justice.
Right.
If you're putting good position groups in this bucket for Texas Tech and good position groups for Texas in the other bucket, and which one's weighing down further. You start at the top and say quarterback, you're probably going Arch Manning over the quarterback situation at Texas Tech. Now, I don't think Arch Manning is everything that people say Arch Manning is.
Yeah.
But he's healthy and ready to play today.
And he's a good quarterback.
He's a fine quarterback.
But we're not elevating him to that.
So you're going Arch Manning over injured Will Hammond.
Yeah. Early.
Running back, well.
Yeah.
Sure. Running back, I think they have 2 really good running backs. I think you've got 3. So yeah. I'd push the running back room to Texas Tech.
I know he's not proven yet, but I got to put Quentin Joyner as the best back in that room of Texas and Texas Tech running backs. And I know.
Yeah, I'd still put Cam Dickey there, but I think Quentin Joyner is kind of the X factor, as
right.
He was thought so highly of coming in before last year. If he is everything that we thought he was coming in, that is a very, very good addition to this year's team.
And I'm going on the fact that prior to getting hurt, he was your number 1 running back. So Coach McGuire and they all saw something there.
And then you go to wide receiver. You're going Cam Coleman as the top from either team. Depth, I just don't know what Texas Tech has.
Yeah.
So I would put the wide receiver room for Texas because of the Cam Coleman signing. Offensive lines, I think you're pretty even, honestly. I think they have Gooseby to lead that room. You have Howard Sampson, but you also have Sheridan Wilson and Jacob Ponton. What are the guards going to be? Zambrano and Church. What is the rest of the Texas offensive line? I'd probably call that one a draw.
See, in my mind, that may be the best bunch at the end of the year for Tech.
I hope so.
Yep.
You need it.
Yep.
You need it.
I really do. I have a lot of faith in that first group of offensive linemen. That's barring no injuries and so forth.
Tight end, you're going Terrence Carter.
Yep.
I don't really care what Texas has.
Yep.
Terrence Carter is one of the best in the country. So going through the offense, I think they're pretty even.
Yeah, I would agree with that assessment.
Defensively, Colin Simmons is one of the best edge rushers in the country. I think you can think very highly of your own edge rushers here at Texas Tech. I'd probably give them the nod because of Colin Simmons. Linebackers, I go back the other way.
Yep.
I think Ben Roberts and Austin Romaine elevate you above what Texas has, even if Texas has good linebackers.
Yep.
Interior, you might could call it a draw, but I really, really like A.J. Holmes and Matina Birgba. I would give them Texas Tech the nod there as well. And then corners, Bryce Pollock, Texas Tech, I think you're leading there. We'll give them the safeties just to say that it's a little closer, but I think you have a better defense, and I think the offenses are a wash. I would say Texas Tech is the best team in Texas. And I think if you played on the field in week 16, wherever you're playing, 17, 18, whatever it is when you get there in the playoffs, I think you have a great opportunity to beat the University of Texas. And I would love for that game to happen. But I do think if you played in week 1 or 2 like they wanted to,
yeah,
I'd give Texas the edge early.
I totally agree with that. And that's what I was asking when you were referencing the best team. I think early coming out of the chutes, they've got a little experience. They have used their quarterback offensively. They know what he's good at and what he's not good at. And I think we've still got some and I wouldn't even call them question marks. We just got some proving to do. You know, our
some undecideds.
Yeah, you know, our safety position. You know, who's gonna the cream rises to the top. Who's gonna be the cream? You know, and I just and I'm really, really sold on our offensive line. I think our 3 running backs. Texas has got a good running back room, but I think our 3 running backs, Cam Dickey's a load. I mean, he's hard to handle. And Jacoby Williams, Mr. Versatile. I don't know what he can't do as a running back. So I like where we're going. And I totally agree. You play week 16, 17, I'm going with the Red Raiders. I really am.
You know, Hollywood Smothers and Raleek Brown, the 2 new running backs there at Texas, they both were, I think, near 1,000-yard backs last year. So you do have some talented running backs at Texas as well. But, again, I just feel like the depth of the Texas Tech running back room, I'd put them up against really anybody. And I know that Kawan Lacey and Ahmad Hardy at Missouri, Ole Miss for Lacey, and then you're going, even in the Big 12, Cam Cook, Caleb Hawkins, LJ Martin. I think a lot of teams have lead running backs. Jordan Bott, Florida. Yeah. And then you go Smothers and Raleek Brown. Maybe they're a really good room. But I'd put the Texas Tech running back room against anybody in the country.
No doubt. And
from top to bottom.
Yeah. And we're sitting here talking about week 16, you know, those 2 teams. Who is the second best team? If we both agree that A&M's a returning college football playoff team.
No, I think there's a pretty firm 1-2.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think A&M would be the third, and if you're going 4,
Houston,
there's a much bigger question there, but I do think it's Houston. And then probably SMU, TCU, Baylor. It's hard to argue this text, though. Viva73 says, I think the University of Texas has the best quarterback in the state on their college football team. Therefore, I think they will be the best team in the state. It is hard to argue that in football, where you say, hey, these 2 teams are really even. They have the edge at quarterback. They get the nod.
Yeah.
I think that is something that does make a lot of sense. It's not exactly what I would say, but I do agree that it makes a lot of sense.
And a lot of that.
100.7 the score. It's the end of the bench.
Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It is the end of the bench. It is time to check the calendar.
Your daily look at what's happening in the world of sports, birthdays, and holidays. Let's check the calendar.
All right, it is basically Clint Scott Day. We've got National Bomb Pop Day, which is something Clint really enjoys in the Texas Tech press box.
Is that the
also National Catfish Day?
Yeah, is the bomb pop the red, white, and blue?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm sad that I know that, but
why would that make you sad?
A lot of people don't know what bomb pops
No,
are.
that's a famous
Okay.
popsicle.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not as
No, you're not
strange
like a
as I thought.
degenerate. No. I don't think it's bad to know what a bomb pop is.
Yeah.
It's also National Strawberry Parfait Day. You like a parfait?
Yeah. Catfish? You like catfish?
I like catfish. I
Fried?
like catfish. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've had it. No, well, I guess I've had it blackened as well.
Yeah. That's
I like a nice catfish po' boy.
Yeah.
Just a catfish platter.
grilled. Yep.
Yeah. I think I'd go fried, though. With
Yeah.
the
That would be
cornmeal
my
kind of,
first choice.
yeah, crunchy.
Yep.
I have had the blackened catfish po' boy, I guess.
Yes, I have too.
Would be more of how I would eat it blackened.
Yep. It's good too.
A little muddy when it's not fried. I like the crunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though when you get the catfish platter, it's just all brown.
Yep.
You got to get some green beans or something on the side. It's also National Handshake Day. So maybe stop by and give Chuck a handshake on the way out.
Okay.
He'll enjoy that.
Are you if somebody extends, or if you extend your, are you a handshake, a fist bump, a aggressive, what kind of handshake person are you, Rob?
You got to read the situation.
Okay.
I feel like I'm pretty good at adapting. But I will say I do get pre-gripped a lot in the handshake.
Okay.
So I have learned I need to be more aggressive in a handshake situation. So I do just opt for the normal handshake most of the time.
Have you noticed how and I'm going to call it something, but I don't know. I've heard it called this. Is the only reason I'm going to call it this, because I don't know if there's an official name. But how amongst even non-athletes or non-celebrities, just in a church crowd or something, the bro hug handshake has become very popular. I find that I see two.
That's the handshake with the one hand and then the wrap around.
The wrap around, and I find it real interesting to see the people the type of people like older people.
Yeah.
Or
you've been doing the bro dap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's okay. I mean, I kind of like it, but I mean, it surprises me when I see it from some group.
You strike me as more of a traditional handshake.
Yeah,
guy.
That's probably right. Yeah. With kids,
Lucas is a fist bumper.
I'm okay with fist bumping.
Yeah.
I fist bump all my kids when I'm coaching.
Yeah, that's that age group and everything. That's probably the way to do it.
You don't have secret handshakes with all of them?
No.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That would be a lot to remember
for you. Yeah.
See, I've got.
They just have to remember one.
They would probably forget about it too.
Yeah.
I've got a secret handshake for all my grandkids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have a little routine we go through.
That's fun. Any birthdays, Lucas?
Not many, but we do have Ricky Gervais turning 65. Then we have Benson Boone turning 24. McKenna Grace turning 20. Dale Curry turning 62. And then last but not least, Desmond Bain turning 28. Now on staff at TCU, which was very surprising.
Yeah,
he had a great NBA season last.
He's still playing.
Yeah,
that's just kind of like a
it's a
honorary.
Yeah,
he's going to try to raise money.
I think Max Crosby is also on staff.
Yeah, I saw that
at Eastern Michigan now.
Yeah, I saw
as
that.
like an assistant GM.
Yeah. They're
I wouldn't be surprised to see Patrick Mahomes as some kind of honorary assistant GM.
Here's your contract. You show up for 2 fundraisers and you're in, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Not a whole lot on today, but a lot of baseball, like Cal Ripken, his 1,000th straight consecutive game, but he ended up having 4,000, so a lot of that. But in 1976, Toby Harrah your and some favorite Texas Ranger, has a major league record of playing 18 innings of baseball, 2 doubleheaders, and not having one opportunity chance in the field during those 18 innings. Doesn't happen very often, but it happened to Toby Harrah in 1976.
Do you happen to know where he was in the field?
No, I do not. I'm thinking third, but I don't know that. 1997, Tim Duncan, first pick in the NBA draft. What college did he come from?
Wake Forest.
Wake Forest. And where does he live? Virgin Islands, is that right?
I think he's from the Virgin Islands.
Yeah. And you get Tim Duncan in 1997 as your first pick, and in 1999 you win your first title, NBA title for the Spurs, as they beat, in 1999, if you didn't hear this, 87 times during the last NBA championship, when the Spurs played the New York Knicks in 1999. Beat them 78-77. 2009, Blake Griffin from
Oklahoma
was the first pick in the NBA draft. And in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns, alias Cat, was the first pick in the NBA draft, and he is from
Kentucky.
Yeah, all right. We're on top of it today. We are on top of it.
Nice.
Who else was in Blake's draft class?
Oh, that was a trivia question.
Yeah.
It was Steph Curry.
Yep.
Steph Curry was in Blake Griffin's draft class.
Did Blake Griffin kind of end his career early because of injuries? Is that correct, a statement?
I think he just lost some bounce.
Okay.
Probably from some injuries, yeah.
Yeah.
I think his style maybe just went out of style a little bit as well.
Yeah.
They weren't really doing the lob threat anymore. Well, Steph Curry kind of ruined basketball for players like Blake Griffin.
Yeah, but he made a lot of them important.
Certainly. Movies released on this day. Grown Ups. Familiar? Adam Sandler and his friends.
Yep.
He also had The Notebook in 2004.
I think I saw that.
Probably.
Yeah, I think my wife's
Yeah. Probably.
kind of directed me that direction.
Yeah. What do you want? Dennis the Menace in 1993.
Attaboy, Dennis.
I believe that was Walter Matthau and Doc Brown from what was his name? Christopher Lloyd.
Long-time cartoon character in the comics.
Yes. He also had Fast 9, Sleepless in Seattle, Blade Runner, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse is supposed to be released in 2027.
Will you go watch that?
I don't think that's getting released anymore. I thought there were some issues with that. I think the first two were fine.
Really?
I was really mad at the second one because the second one was just a setup for the third one. Nothing happened. I was like, why did I waste any movie money to come here?
In today's world, do you go to the theater or do you wait for it to
I usually
stream?
wait,
Yeah.
but I do like going to the theater.
Okay.
I do like that. All right, we'll catch up on the chat line when we come back. 100.7 The Score, Scene of the Bench.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It is the End of the Bench. This texture says, who can name the first music video on MTV? I would guess, was it Dire Straits?
You're asking the wrong guy. I would have said Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I want to see. I feel like I've heard that piece of trivia before.
Yeah.
I would. Is it Video Killed the Radio Star? Is that what it was? That was not Dire Straits. But that would be my guess. Is that what it is? Okay.
Oh, yeah. I heard
Video
that
killed the radio star. You know that song.
one. No, I'm not. What year was that?
The Buggles.
What year?
1980 something.
81?
Money for Nothing. Yeah, that's what I was saying, but I think it's Video Killed a Radio Star by the Buggles. Money for Nothing, Dire Straits was the... Because it says, I want my MTV, right? That's how it starts. I want my MTV. Maybe that's just the Weird Al version
I do...
from UHF.
I do remember something about one of the first ones was REO Speedwagon, because they were interviewing him on TV one time, and he said something about it.
Big Huey says most indications look like the U.S. men's national team opponent is going to be Bosnia.
The old Bosnians.
There you go. But you got to focus on Turkey first, but you
That's
don't really
right.
have to because you don't need a result.
Colombia's first matchup is supposed to be against Croatia, I believe. Colombia's looking really good.
Colombia. Again, the action today. Thursday, Turkey, United States, Curacao, Ivory Coast, Ecuador, Germany, Japan, Sweden, Tunisia, Netherlands, and Paraguay, and Australia.
Can I show my ignorance here, Lucas? Is there a South American football league like the English Premier League? Is there such a thing for South America? Like a professional league in South America that, like Colombia and Brazil, and people would play each other?
I'm sure there are, but most of the stars do go to the
Premier
English
League.
Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've got some cups down there. Copa America? Isn't that in South America? But that's like national teams, right? The bottom line will come up in about an hour. We've got an hour left with you today. Of course, we do have on Thursday Astros Tigers starting a series, and the Rangers and the Blue Jays, as the Rangers stay on the road going from Miami to Toronto. Would you want to, A, go to a Blue Jays game, B, stay in the hotel in Centerfield and watch from your balcony?
Yes and yes, but not to watch a Toronto's game, but to experience Toronto. And I think going to a game is part of that experience. But I would not. It would not be the reason I would go to Toronto.
Right, but if you were in Toronto, you'd like to experience the game from the hotel room.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. I think Toronto would be an interesting place because they speak English.
Sure.
Some of them do. A lot of them speak French and so forth. But I just think it's Montreal will be another place that I think would be interesting.
You know any French?
Do not. Parlez-vous la français, but that's it.
There you go.
I don't know what I just said, but
I think you said you speak French.
yeah.
I just know like Cajun phrases.
I also know croissant.
Croissant.
That's a French word, isn't it?
Sure. I think they say it a little differently, but
There's a little I found a little hidden secret over in town, a little pastry place.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You gatekeeping right now?
Yeah,
Craig?
I'm telling you, it's pretty good. Little croissants.
Croissant.
Croissant.
I think they say croissant.
That's what I
Yeah.
said.
Sure. Big Hugh says, I'd like to see them play Pulisic a lot, or a little bit tonight. But any guy with yellow cards sit so you don't risk getting a second yellow and a suspension. Yeah, the Team USA should play this as a friendly. I mean, we're not chasing down any tackles or getting hurt. I wouldn't mind them parking the bus the whole game. Maybe attack early, but there's no reason to do anything that's getting your team out of whack for a run in the knockout rounds.
Yep.
You're already through. You've already won. The results have held for the rest. Just kind of hold the tide here. Now, if you want to keep Pulisic sharp, maybe you do play him for 20 minutes, but you're not doing anything to jeopardize what's the potential that you have.
The victory for the United States would be injury-free, yellow card-free. And let's move on.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's not easy.
Sometimes you get a little hot-headed there in these soccer matches. Of course, those games being played all over the country. If you could go to some of these soccer games, do you have a venue you'd like to see a soccer game played in?
SoFi, Los Angeles.
Yeah.
When you see it in an NFL game and they talk about some of the technology and stuff in there, I think that would be my first choice.
I think after the first or second round of the group stage, maybe it was after the second round was complete, there was a short thought that Team USA and England could play on July 4th.
Ooh.
And that would have been played in Philadelphia.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
That would have been unbelievable.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. 250th year, and oh, man.
But that didn't quite work out.
That's
on
cool.
July 4th in Philadelphia.
England,
America. I mean, they would have had some fun with that.
Oh,
but that,
absolutely.
It doesn't seem like it's going to happen.
Yeah. I tell you, the best time, if that would have happened, the best time would have been the night before and the day of out and around the stadium.
Right. Right, yes.
We have absolutely. A game too?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. We might have had a Boston Tea Party if they were doing it in Boston too. England did play in Boston, and the play-by-play guy said that England had historically struggled in the Boston area, which I thought was a pretty good line.
I bet he researched that and had that in the back of his mind.
Yeah, he had that one ready. More after this. 100.7 The Score, Scene of the Bench. Hour number 3 on the other side.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
100.7 The Score is the end of the bench. As we have about 30 minutes remaining, you can get your questions into the Yates Flooring Center chat line for Ask the Benchwarmers. And we'll get those questions at 11:45. Of course, you do have the video game rankings.
Are you going to pre-order it? I was talking to Choice earlier today about it. Are you going to pre-order it, or are you going to wait till it drops? It's a 3-day window.
Yeah.
So I wanted it.
I have already pre-ordered it.
You've already pre-ordered it. Okay. I respect that.
Question answered.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it yesterday.
What, in your machine of choice?
I have an Xbox.
Do you?
Yeah. I bought an Xbox to play the new college football game.
Okay.
And I play the new college football game from July through like September. And then I'm just watching football generally most of the days from October to January. And then I'll be sad and miss football and play the video game again from like January to March. And then it's like, all right, I'm tired of football for a minute.
I've had people tell me that they would not be opposed to college kids that want to be high school football coaches making that part of a class. Mandatory that you play that game.
Oh, I'm sure I'm sure there's some coaching class out there that has you call an offense.
Yeah. I mean, it's that detailed about, as far as learning coaching and learning the game, situations and things like that.
Yeah, if you're not playing on like JV where you can get 4th and 42 and then just chunk it deep and they catch it anyways.
Yep.
Monterey has a commit to Texas Tech. A deep snapper, Jack Greaser, has committed to Texas Tech. He's excited to announce his commitment. He says, I'm incredibly grateful to Coach McGuire, Coach Perry, and Texas Tech football for believing in me and giving me the opportunity. Thank you to my parents, coaches, and everyone who supported me throughout this journey. All glory to God. Rackham. Jack Greaser from Monterey. Staying home, baby.
You know the backstory there?
Go ahead.
You know who his dad is?
No, I have no idea. Mr. Greaser.
Mr. Jarrett Greaser.
Okay.
And you know who Jarrett Greaser is?
No.
From Amarillo High. Field goal kicker for the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
Okay, there you go.
Yep.
Legacy then.
Yep. A good one, too. He was a good kicker.
He was also offered, I guess Jack was deep snapping, so...
yeah.
Maybe he's
I need to go practice. Yeah. Come deep snap for me so I might have a shot at the pros.
Yeah, there you go. It was also offered by North Texas and others, but has committed to Texas Tech after the camps this summer. Also took some trips to Arkansas and New Mexico. The camps have wrapped up this summer. The recruiting push has ended for the summer. I think they maybe even are in a dead period right now. Then they'll move forward into what else is going to be happening this summer. Of course, the rest of the freshman class has made it to campus. They're probably in school already and getting workouts of player-led activities this summer, and then they'll start fall camp there in August. So Big 12 Media Days in July 7th and 8th, I believe. We'll be live from Media Days, both days, from 9 to 6. You ready for that, Lucas?
No, I think I'm going to use a vacation day.
Lucas loves it when we're on location.
Yep. And what do you anticipate being the hot topics?
With the national media and everyone at the Big 12?
Yeah.
I don't know, sports gambling, Craig? Do you think Brendan Sorsby might be a hot topic as we go through that?
I'm going to be
You think we've all moved past it as a collective society? No, I don't think so. I think I
think money will not necessarily gamble. I think
money,
Texas Tech's money.
Gambling, the recruiting disparities.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to get any positive questions here for Texas Tech. Okay. It's all going to be like, hey, why did you want to kill the Big 12 by playing a quarterback that was detrimental to the integrity of the game? That's the kind of question that's going to be coming at Joey McGuire.
I'll go a step further. I think all 16 teams, first 5 questions, Texas Tech is involved in all 5, one of the 5.
Probably.
Every team.
Probably.
Every team.
Yeah. In some form or fashion.
Yeah.
And it makes sense if you're asking Eric Morris.
Right.
Hey, you were in the Big 12, you played in the Big 12, you coached in the Big 12. How do you take your time at Texas Tech and apply it to your time at Oklahoma State? That makes sense. That should be in the first 5 questions. Hey, Kalani Sitake at BYU. You only lost to Texas Tech last season. What have you done this offseason to get closer to that program and overtake them?
Right.
That makes sense. Hey, Rich Rod. Would you play a quarterback that gambled?
Yeah.
Like, that kind of stuff is not needed, and I guarantee you we're going to get some of it.
Oh, absolutely.
By the way, Rich Rodriguez had a great idea. Rich Rodriguez, he was talking to somebody, and he was quoted as saying, We should have all come together in one league and have a little more regionality like they do in the NFL. So he's saying as a Power 4, we're just coming together and it's college football league. He went on to say we have Pitt, Penn State, Virginia Tech, Maryland, Virginia, Cincinnati, West Virginia. He says all those schools are right around us in our area. Our fans would eat that up. That would be great, wouldn't it? I don't know if it's ever going to happen because there are TV agreements for the next 6 or 7 years, but I'd love to play Pitt every year.
I think it's going to happen. And I think it's going to happen just about the way he draws it up.
Here's the issue. If you go to a one league and you
with divisions,
the SEC and the Big Ten lose that battle, which I don't think they will, but let's say they lose that battle and it's either just the SEC and the Big Ten and that's the NFC and the AFC and you're going from there, or there's 4 divisions, right? And you're going ACC, Big 12, Big 10, SEC, and then you're breaking them up from there. Whatever it is, if there is some media pooling, you're not going to lose those brands. You're not going to lose the SEC brand.
No.
You're not going to lose the Big 10 brand because those are still powerful and the TV networks would still want those. But it would be awesome for West Virginia to be playing those teams and not the Big 12 teams.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score is the End of the Bench time for Ask The Benchwarmers. You can get your questions in on the 8's Flooring Center chat line. This texter says, do you play online? I'm ranked 1600th globally. Yeah. Are you asking me to play online? Because I would play you. I don't normally. I have played Jeff Haxton quite a bit last year.
And
play Clint every once in a while.
And
what? Did I beat him every time? Yes.
Would he admit to it?
I mean, we talked about it. Yeah. That might have been the year before, but
yeah.
Regardless, I had to beat him last year too.
And you and Clint?
Clint generally beats me. Clint's a nerd though. He's better at video games. Pretty much all the video games we play, he beats me.
Well, there's not much else to do in Kansas.
Yeah, right. Hey, Rob, Morning Drive chose to ignore my question. Oh, my goodness. If you did the giveaway, do you have to be present to win? That's a great question. I'm going to get the answer and have Choice answer you because I think you do have to be present to win. But I will confirm that. My initial thought is yes, you do have to be present to win. But I will confirm and let Choice answer it for sure. And that is tomorrow night at King Louis. King Louis.
That's a lot of money.
Resident Aggie, yes. Jack Greaser, Monterey commit is the deep snapper. This question says, are you including tight ends in the wide receiver room, or are they a room on their own for y'all? This year, because Terrence Carter and some of the other tight ends are interesting to talk about, we will have a Terrence Carter episode. So we'll have a tight end only episode. But I was doing some research earlier. There's a lot of good wide receiver rooms. There were a lot of commits to the Big 12 in the transfer portal that have kind of remade some wide receiver rooms. I'm very intrigued. Now, can the quarterbacks match? Like, Colorado has a pretty good wide receiver room. Can their quarterbacks rise to the challenge?
Yeah. Take advantage of it.
Arizona State, they have a pretty good wide receiver. Their quarterback rise to the challenge, the kid from Kentucky. Obviously, Drew Mestemaker probably will. But
what about
there's
Houston?
Some interesting rooms. Yeah, Houston has a good.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't really they had some guys.
Yeah,
they had some guys come back. But yeah, we'll do a tight end episode separately. And we also have a text that says good coffee comes from Colombia. We named some Colombian things earlier. You can also add Colombian coffee. The texter says maybe that D2 guy will be a defensive Trinidad Chambliss. Worked pretty good for Mississippi. Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
That would be awesome.
All 4 years of Trinidad being there. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, they did get another. Do you think Christian Anderson has a shot at more playing time this upcoming season now that the Hornets have traded LaMelo Ball to Minnesota? Yes, I absolutely do think that. If it was going to be LaMelo Ball, Con Knippel, Brandon Miller as the big three there. Now it looks like the big three is Con Knippel, Brandon Miller, and Naz Reid. If you have the two focal points at guard and small forward and then now power forward, there's some room to mess around at point guard and just facilitate to those guys. Now, if it's going to be Kobe White, this is a starting point guard, or if they make another move and ship off a guy to get a point guard in, maybe that changes the calculus. Have they made a move? Lucas, you're leaning into
Well, I was going to say Kobe just signed a big contract.
Kobe did just sign a $70 million deal.
An hour ago.
What was it, $70 million?
Yeah,
for a couple of years.
Did they sign him to move him?
Nah, he's going to be the...
No, he'll be the point guard.
No, I'm talking about move him to another team. Did they...
No, I don't think it was a sign and trade.
Sign and trade?
No, he'll be the point guard for Charlotte moving forward.
But regardless, I don't think you are... I mean, that $70 million deal is not a supermax like LaMelo Ball was getting.
No.
So it's not like you're going to have Kobe White in there for 40 minutes a game. I do think there's an opportunity for Christian Anderson to get some time.
Well, and I also think they sent a signal by getting rid of LaMelo that they have some confidence in Christian Anderson.
I think that's more they were tired of.
Yeah.
I think they were tired of LaMelo Ball going 120 in his pink Tesla.
So, yeah, I would agree with that. I think that had a lot to do with it. But I also think that if they don't have Christian Anderson, they do. I mean, I just think that they're high on Christian Anderson. I guess they are. Took him 18th in the draft, so that tells you he's pretty high on their list.
Benchwarmers, we are 80 games into the Major League Baseball season. When will the Rangers hit their stride? Will they hit their stride? I think is the question here. He's got a quote from Skip Schumacher. I think at the end of the day, runs scored matters, and we just haven't scored enough runs. The story of a lot of our games is like the other night. Bases loaded, nobody out, and you score one run, and that was from a sac fly. He also added, I think we're better than what we've shown. My evaluation, I'd say, is that we haven't hit our stride.
Corey Seager coming back healthy, does that get you closer to hitting your stride?
Is he going to bat 200 or is he going to be Corey Seager?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, for the last 2 years, is Josh Young going to be healthy? Is he going to hit? Is Josh Smith going to be healthy? Is he going to hit? Is Adolis Garcia last year? Is he healthy? Is he going to hit? Corey Seager, is he healthy? Is he going to hit? Jock Peterson, is he going to hit? Jake Berger, is he going to hit? I mean, that's what for the last 2 seasons, the Rangers have been good enough to compete on paper, and guys are just turning in career bad years, whether it's injury or otherwise.
Yep.
So it's not when you're going to hit your stride, it's if you're going to hit your stride. You never did offensively last year. You never did. And it's all the same faces this year. You're sitting there saying, would you do something? Now, Jock Peterson hitting 242 and hitting a home run yesterday, that, to me, people are going to sit there and say, see, he's back. No, that still's not good enough, especially at the leadoff position. Hitting leadoff and DHing. Now, he filled in for Jake Berger the other day playing first base. Is he going to do that more? Do you open up an opportunity for Corey Seager to DH some he does not want to DH? But if you're going to be playing Corey Seager every day at shortstop when he comes back from his concussion. And Ezekiel Duran, it goes back to the everyday second baseman. What are you doing with these other guys that have been playing second base and hitting decent?
Yeah, to me, when you say hit your stride, you don't get swept by anybody. You know, I mean, you're going to have a 3-game series. You're going to win one every time.
You're pitching fine.
Yes.
Bullpen's good. Starters have been fine. I know a lot of people don't want to.
Well, last night 4-2.
A lot of people don't want to admit that Kumar Rocker's good, but he is. He's one of the better 4th, 5th guys in a rotation. You don't need him to be an ace. Now, sometimes he throws too many pitches and doesn't go enough innings, but he's been a fine starting pitcher, and your offense is just not good enough. There are 0 problems I have in the last 2 full seasons with the pitching staff. 0. Because even if you're talking about blown saves or opportunities out of the bullpen last year or even some this year, it just doesn't matter because those pitchers are working with such a small window of opportunity when the team scores 3 runs a game.
Yeah.
And you're going on year 3 of this junk since the World Series, since you were so good on offense, and it's a lot of the same faces that just are not producing anymore. Corey Seager, front and center.
You can't get 6 hits against the Marlins, and you just can't do it. You're not going to win many games like that.
Yeah, whoever wins the Cy Young is just going to be whoever pitched against the Rangers the most. All right, more after this, but it's the bottom line.
This has been the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 107thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.